This is training module number 2, list management. Here are the fundamentals. Deliverability is key. All right, if an email is not delivered, forget it. It doesn't exist. Open rates are important and reputation is everything. Not all SMTPs, these are those Googly and Yahoo and AOL things and Hotmails that deliver your emails. Not all SMTPs are created equal. Deadbeat email addresses are worthless, and you can and should spike your results. I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. Let's talk about the fundamentals though. What is the job of an email? An email's job is to get delivered or die. If your message is not delivered, then nothing else matters. If your message is not open, then it's worthless to you. If your message is delivered, rather, opened, but not clicked, then not all is lost, thanks to some really good reporting. Every little element has a job, okay? So the job of the SMTP, gmail.com we'll call it, is to deliver your message. But you're going to need a good reputation to get this done in a big way. This does not happen overnight. You have to start small and grow organically. All right? The job of the subject line in your email is to get your message open. That's the only thing you should focus on when writing the subject line. How am I going to get this message opened? We always split test one subject line over another, and we always try to beat our control. This is our current best subject line that gets the best open rates. That's the control. But we're always split testing this. I'm going to show you an example in a moment. If you beat the control, guess what? That new subject line now becomes your control, and then you stay awake at night trying to beat that, always getting better, never settle for average. In fact, one of my favorite tactics is to swipe and deploy the best subject lines that I see in my email. But be careful. Don't ever do a bait and switch here, all right? That is, always be sure that the message is congruent with your subject line. People see through that. They'll unsubscribe left and right, and they won't appreciate it, okay? If I told you you're showing up on a webinar to figure out how you can buy a new Ferrari for $100, and we talk about email marketing, you're probably going to be angry with me, right? Here's an example. Here are results from an email subject line that we did an ABC split test on. That is, we tested all 3 subjects. Now, as an Amazon seller, unless you're the 5% who snuck in here in the back door, can you guess which one of these email subject lines got the best open rates? Read them. Urgent message for all Amazon sellers. Ever wonder how we always get it right? Don't open this email until you're ready to launch your next product. Now you choose A, B, or C. Type it in the question box right now while I take a drink. Seth, what do you got?
We got A, C, A, C, 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 A, C, C, A, C, C. We have one B, mostly A's and C's, tons of, okay, we got another B across the board.
2 B's.
Well,
3 B's.
To be or not to be? As my grandmother would say, this is an A-B conversation, so see your way out of it. Look, A is the winning version. By how much? 400%. What if you got this wrong? Instead of having 4,000 opens, you only had 1,000. You still did well. That's why I say never, ever settle, okay? The job of the first line in your email is what? To get the reader to move to line 2. We try to create the slippery slope here too. That way, once a reader is invested in the message, because A, it's interesting, B, it's relevant, and C, it appears beneficial and easy enough to read, Tina, then the reader will likely finish the task and finish the email. Look at this. These 2 exact same messages, which probably got a lot of you onto this webinar a couple days ago, they start off with the exact same text. But which one seems more inviting? Which one seems more organized, easy to read? The large and daunting looking block of text on the right just screams, don't read me because I'm difficult and time consuming. Now, my father, who you seen earlier, he still writes emails this way and usually in all capital letters. No, You have to appear to be easy to do business with, easy to read, easy to digest. Look at all the pretty white space. Deliver it. We've all heard of you can crawl before you walk, walk before you run before you fly. Of course, it's not your job to write a book. Now, we all like to read quick and easy, concise, and to the point messages in our email box, right? That deliver obvious value. That's what we all like, unless you're weird. But why do we all seem to want to write a newsletter when we send an email and expect busy people like you to digest every single word? Ain't going to happen, baby. You got to be nice to your prospects and respect their time. And remember, each and every word, each white space, every single punctuation needs to be deliberate and have a simple goal in mind. Keep in mind that every goal requires a step-by-step process. Remember Henry Ford? He said it best with his quote, "Hey, you can have any color you want as long as it's black." Don't give your prospects too much to do or too many choices or they won't do anything. A confused customer does not take action. It's the too many choices paradigm. Don't do that. One simple message, easy to read, easy to understand with one simple call to action request. Not follow me on TikTok or Facegram or like me on Snapbook. No, just one simple action request that is easy to follow. Done. Period. Got it? When you have a list that is highly engaged, looks forward to your next message, acts on your request, and stays subscribed, you can get much more accomplished than with a giant list, no open rates, and high unsubscribes. In fact, I'll take a hyperactive list of 1,000 raving fans over 1 million emails or Facebook likes any freaking day. Now, you mentioned spiking the results. How can you stack the cards in your favor? In the beginning, you have to simply make sure that your emails are delivered at a high rate. That means showing up in the inbox and not the spam box, not the junk mail. And your emails are open and click. Well, yeah, duh, Sean, but how do you do that? Listen, this ain't rocket surgery, all right? And I ain't no brain scientist. You got to send this to a short list of your friends. Do this first, a little bit at a time, so that the SMTPs, Google, Yahoo, AOL, Hotmail, etc., will view you as relevant and trustworthy. Then create a situation like we do where your customers need to go check your email now to claim the value that we promised. This is training. And that email includes a link to click in order to deliver on that promise. Deliver, open, click, read, check your email, click again. You just told Google and Gmail that I'm relevant and trustworthy. You got a few friends that could do that for you? Now, I bet you can see why you need to be doing this stuff by now, right? But before we move on, I want you to make me a promise. I want you to promise me that you will take action on something you see here today. You have to pick one item and take action. That's fair enough, isn't it? What are we seeing, Seth, before I jump into promise number 3?
Yes, yes, yes. Definitely. Will do. Rebecca says yes.
All right. Well, remember when I
Why?
promised
Yes.
you that
All
you'll
right.
soon. Okay, enough. Thank you. But remember, I promised that you'll soon understand that what you say to a customer has a very dramatic effect on what they will or will not do.